My name is Mark, and welcome to my weight loss journey. Or if you've been watching already, welcome back to my weight loss journey. Um, I've been struggling with weight for a long time. I got to a very, very high weight. I actually was down a bit from that when I started this journey. So, what I'm doing here is I'm giving people a glimpse of my life as a fat person as I try to lose weight. I'm hoping that others who are on a similar journey will watch and realize they're not alone. So if you're on a similar journey, please, click that like button, share and subscribe, and all those wonderful things they tell you to do. Um, Share if you know someone who's on the journey. Share if you're on the journey and think that maybe this captures for you what you maybe can't communicate well to them. Um, just enjoy this journey. I'll get there, and hopefully you'll get there with me. So I talked about how I sort of sit on a chair to move around in the kitchen because just standing mostly in place really starts to hurt uh, the one side, hip, thigh, and knee. It's both knees, but especially the one side. Anyway, so today I'm going to just do it. So I've brushed my teeth and brushed my hair, but then I went outside and it's kind of windy. Anyway, so let's get going. The first thing is get the coffee started, which involves getting a cup. Just gonna use a camping cup. Sorry for a loud slam of that door. And I'm gonna add some water to the coffee maker. To your coffee maker. And pour it in. There we go. Turn it on. And now, like I said, I like the pod maker, but not a fan of ruining the environment. I'm not a crazy environmentalist, but you know what? There's no sense in adding to the pollution, air pollution, ground pollution, water, any kind of pollution. There's no sense in adding to it. So in that sense, I'm an environmentalist. I'm not a, we should go back to horse and buggy, and I'm not too sure about the horses part, but hopefully you can hear me if I turn away a bit. All right, so I use refillable pods. These are pretty good. I think I said before, the secret is to get ones that aren't too long. Because if they go all the way to the bottom, then there's a little needle that pierces the bottom of the regular ones. And these ones don't need piercing because they have like a foil filter around them. And the foil filter is what the coffee spills out of. All right, so you put it in, push the button. All right, now let's turn on the stove. I forgot to do that. To preheat the pan, because I'm going to do a couple eggs and a piece of toast for breakfast. Don't always do breakfast. A lot of division amongst practitioners and dietitians and nutritionists about, that's a Christmas plate, about should you have breakfast. There's no real science to it, other than maybe you can cut your morning hunger if you have it, other than maybe you can get your metabolism going with a little bit of protein, and they do almost always recommend a protein sort of for a diet. This whole grain diet for morning is not, it's old, but it's not apparently that great. Because you're just loading yourself up with carbs, and of course, usually if you're going to have oatmeal, you're going to have sugar, you're going to have a lot of things. I mean, oatmeal's good, I like oatmeal. But it's the sugar and stuff you put with it. So, anyway, I'm going to do 2 eggs, which is, and most eggs will have it, but you can look it up, it's really simple. It's basically 70 calories an egg. So that's 140 calories worth of eggs. The toast, I will double check the toast, but I believe it's 100 calories. So I'm going to have 1 toast. I could have two, but like I said in my previous one, I'm trying to start programming myself to have more smaller meals rather than 3 main meals, but still keep the total at around 1,500 for the food. All right, so that one's done. Now I do 2 cups. If you ever have one of these things, they show different sizes of cups. The trick is that you don't get any extra coffee. It just tends to make it a bit weaker. So whatever. I like strong coffee. So I use the small one and I just do 2 of them. All right, over here now, coming closer to you, I forgot to put in the toast. See, I'm all out of order because I'm trying to do things. Yeah, 100 calories a slice for the bread. And this is it's a Oro wheat double fiber bread. Bought for a couple reasons. One, I wanted a fiber bread. But 2, it was actually one of the cheaper fiber breads. So just pop that in the toaster. I'm going to put a little bit of butter on it. I'm not sure how much butter has, but I'm not putting a lot of butter, so I'm not too worried about that. I use a non-cooking pan. Non-cooking pan. Yeah, that would be useful. A non-stick pan. Oops. And I use a bit of cooking spray because you still should. All right, 2 eggs. I'm going to do them kind of over medium if I do it right. All right, dump 1 in. Okay. Oh, there we go. The white did not want to come out all the way out of the egg. Out of the shell. In we go. 2. All right, done. And a little wipe my hand. Yes, I still use paper towels. Sorry. They are a convenience, and at least in theory, they are biodegradable. And I notice I'm talking quiet again. Hopefully, again, you can hear. Some salt. Some pepper. Pepper, 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 pepper. Cook it, and then you know what? While we're here, I'm gonna, in addition to dressing my coffee, I'm gonna go read about butter. And it says, ooh, how much is it? It's 1 tablespoon. Ooch, that's more than I thought it was. It's 100 calories. So, wow, I've been adding more than I thought to my daily intake of calories. So we got 100 for the bread, 100 for the butter. Probably not going to be that much for the butter, but whatever. 100 for the bread, 100 for the butter, 140 for the eggs. And is it time to flip? Almost time to flip. Time to flip. And I'm never very good at flipping eggs. If it's a single egg, not too bad. But you have to kind of get under both yolks somehow, so that you can pick up the egg and then flip it. And if I do it, they kind of split into 2 eggs. Well, that was interesting. So we have 1 egg flipped, and it separated itself from the other egg. So we just flip them both. There we go. So instead of 1 conjoined egg, I wound up with a little bit more salt and more pepper. I like pepper. Anyway, I wound up with 2 separate eggs. Now, I turn off the heat at this point because there's enough heat in the pan, and it's electric. Electric keeps a lot of heat. There we go. All right. Sorry, I better reach over things to find things. 1, 2, 3 sweeteners, but they are 0 calorie. Each one of these in theory equal to 2 teaspoons of sugar. So yes, I like it strong, but I like it sweet. Well, it's not that sweet, but sweet enough. All right, and the toast just popped. 1 toast, 1 knife, and some butter. The toast, ta-da! I like my toast a little toasty. Some people like it less toasty. One thing I have been told is that after the operation, if I have the operation, is you have to have toast, not bread. I guess it expands less. I don't know. I'm not sure entirely the reason, but I'm willing to accept it as doctor's orders. All right, now we take the egg. We do another little flip just to put it the right side up. Actually, you know what? It's better looking the other way. Whatever. So move the toast a bit to one side. Put an egg. Put an egg. Come here. Put an egg. I'll just see. Put an egg. There you go. Move this to the sink. Keep it out of the way. And move that to the sink as well. And the coffee. Finish the coffee. See, sliding back and forth. So it's got the sweetener. Put some creamer. Creamer doesn't add a lot. And I basically don't count the drinks. So this is 10 calories a serving. I maybe put 3 in there. So it's maybe 30, but over the course of a day, I might have 120 calories in drinks. So I just discount it. So we have 140 plus 100 plus 100 is 340 calories for the food. I'm gonna do, again, this is 0 calorie, 0 sugar, pumpkin spice. All right, let's give another stir. There we go. Breakfast. Ta-da, breakfast. And what I do with my eggs is I take a fork, I eat the whites, kind of just whites, and then I kind of mash the yolk, because it's still sort of runny, into the bread and eat that on the bread. So that's breakfast. And maybe I'll do a couple other meals. Prepping, just to see what I eat and see how I get around. Well, it's actually a different day. Same shirt, sorry. Just cutting down on laundry, just being practical. I'm not going out. The shirt looks fine, doesn't smell. Being a bit of a bachelor kind of thing to do. Anyway, another slight change is I'm spending more time in the living room than in the bedroom. I used to be in the bedroom even when I was by myself. It's a psychological thing. Got the windows open so I can see the world go by. I got the windows open for some fresh air. It's just psychologically feeling better, psychologically feeling, I don't know. It also, it's a little bit more moving around inside the house is necessary when I'm out in the living room. But just little psychological things. If you find yourself slipping into something that may be a bad habit, try to slip out of it. And I think me kind of living in my bedroom instead of my living room was a bad habit I was slipping into. So I'm getting out of it, and actually it's kind of nice. Hey, Ponyo. Ponyo. I'm trying to get Ponyo to come here. I don't want to startle her. This is Ponyo. Oh, she's a little chubby. Come here. Come here. But she is my baby. Oh, good girl. No, 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 no. Honey, 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 honey. Calm down. She's my baby only. The other cats will be friends with other people. But she's mostly just mine. Yes, you are. I know, and you don't want to be held right now, but I want to show you off. Calm down. There she is. Little baby Ponyo. She was a stray rescued near a dumpster. There you go. Now she can leave. Yeah, she just tolerates me. And I can pet her, I can cuddle her when she's in the mood. My 2 daughters, one daughter, she just doesn't like it all, which is really weird because that's the daughter that actually physically rescued her. And the other daughter, she'll let pet her sometimes, but not very much. And it may be that they just don't have the same sense that I do of cats. I've got a really good cat sense. I can't sense it's tingling. Meow. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, so I love cats, and I have 3 cats, and that cat is mostly my cat. Good morning. I'm glad we're all here. Made it to Saturday. Food-wise, the week was kind of an okay week. A couple days I could have done better. One day I just didn't bother keeping track of any of the calories, but nothing was bad. Like I didn't have a, oh my God, I'm going to eat 7 Big Macs and a whole birthday cake. Nothing like that. pumpkin spice coffee. Because it's pumpkin spice season. Pumpkin spice Mark. No big thing happened this week. I did teach again. The hip is hurting very bad. The hip and the sort of the thigh. That's pretty much the sciatica. Trying to get rid of it, but it's a stubborn thing to get rid of if you've ever had it. So the weight. That was a dramatic pause with a dramatic face. Want to do that again? The weight was 442. So it's down again. Slowly. Probably if I could stick completely to a good full week of being a good boy, it would go down. I mean, I've had 6 pound weeks, which I think are probably a bit of an anomaly, but we'll see. Keep up whatever you're doing to stay healthy and make that the goal. The goal should be health. I really got serious on this journey because I just realized how bad my health had gotten. I wasn't very mobile, and I just ran out of puff and stuff, and puff and stuff. And so I said, I really have to do something more serious about this. So thank you again. I got some good comments last time. Please continue the comments. I enjoy reading them. And let's see what happens next week.